You live in a world where gooning is treated like a personality trait. It's everywhere online, half joked about, half glorified, like zoning out, losing hours and frying your brain is just part of the culture. And yet, you don't do it, or you stopped, or it never really clicked for you in the first place. And sometimes that makes you feel like the odd one out, like you missed a memo everyone else got. But psychologically, there is actually a lot going on under the hood, and it's not boring, prudish, or you're better than everyone. It's just different wiring. People who don't goon tend to be more present in their own heads. Not perfect, not monk-level disciplined, just more aware of how their actions affect their mood, focus, and energy. You notice patterns. You clock how certain habits leave you foggy, unmotivated, or weirdly empty after. And once you see that connection, it's hard to unsee it. Your brain goes, yeah, no, this ain't it. That awareness alone already puts you in a smaller group, because most people are running on autopilot, chasing dopamine without checking the receipt. You're also less likely to use distraction as emotional anesthesia. That doesn't mean you don't feel stressed, lonely, or bored. You absolutely do. You just don't default to numbing it out instantly. Instead of drowning discomfort in stimulation, you sit with it longer than most. Which sounds miserable, but it builds tolerance. You get better at being alone with your thoughts. You don't panic when things get quiet. Silence doesn't scare you as much, and that's kind of a psychological flex. Another thing is impulse control, but not in a stiff, robot way. It's more like you value long-term clarity over short-term hits. Your brain is willing to delay gratification if it means you feel more like yourself tomorrow. You care about momentum. You care about not waking up feeling drained for no clear reason. That doesn't make you superhuman. It just means you've connected cause and effect in a way a lot of people haven't yet. You're playing the long game while everyone else is spamming quick rewards. There's also a strong identity factor. People who don't goon tend to have a clearer sense of self outside of consumption. You don't want your inner life to be run by algorithms, tabs, or endless novelty. You want to choose what gets your attention. And attention is power. Even if it doesn't sound cool, you instinctively protect it. You know that whatever you feed your brain daily quietly shapes how you see the world, other people, and yourself. That awareness makes you picky. Socially, you're often more grounded. Not louder, not necessarily more confident. Just grounded. You're less likely to compare yourself nonstop or spiral into unrealistic expectations. Your baseline for satisfaction comes from real experiences, not just mental stimulation. That makes your emotions feel more earned, more connected to reality. You might still struggle, but it's your struggle, not a borrowed one. So if you don't goon or you chose to step away from it, it's not because you're missing out. It's because your psychology leans toward presence, self-regulation, and depth over overload. You're not trying to escape your life, you're trying to actually live in it. And yeah, that path is quieter, less memeable, less instantly validating. But long-term, it's the kind of quiet that builds clarity, stability, and a sense of self that doesn't disappear when the screen turns off.